Hi there, everyone. This is Becky at Mini Mosaic Acre, and if you live in Missouri right now, you may be panicking slightly. Wait, let me rephrase that. If you live in West Plains, Missouri, southern Missouri, you may be panicking right now because it is just days away from May, and our last frost date is I think April 23rd, and we're expecting snow. I mean, we'll find out if that really happens, but for all of us that have things outside, that means covering everything. So our kitchen table now looks like a beautiful greenhouse because we have had to collect baskets from all over the farm and little pots and stuff that we have everywhere. And so we're putting those in, and then I have to start walking around. So I'm going to turn this camera around. So this area is bare now because we took all of those plants in, which there were tons of plants, and all of our hanging baskets that were along the fence line, we had to take those in. And we have to take into consideration when you live on a farm, like I'm looking at my garden and I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm not really sure we'll see. Everything is frost hardy in here, which is what we first plant, and so we'll see how that turns out. But then we also have to take into consideration the animals, especially the young calves. So over here, which if any of you that follow us on Facebook, and probably a month ago when we asked everybody what the name to this little lady should be, just so you know, we haven't forgotten you. We still have not finalized her name. She looks so sad there with her little calf wiener in her nose. All of them are like that. They're not really sad. Look, they have full tummies, and it's cooler weather out here, so they're all just chilling out, except for Mr. Porthos over here, who is eating oak leaves. Anyway, we have to take consideration of these two little critters. So we will probably, I think, put them, if it does indeed snow, we'll put them in their stalls where it's nice and warm so that we don't have to worry about them getting sick. Because one of the hardest things on animals is not necessarily just the cold, but it's when the temperatures change from cold to hot, that's whenever you will have the most problems with your animals getting sick. Okay, for instance, many of these things, we just planted this flower bed. Many of these are evergreens, and so they're usually fine in the winter, but we just planted them, and there's a lot of new growth on them, and then all of these other flowers. So we'll have to cover this entire bed. And then out by our bed and breakfast cabin, we planted some fun things, and we knew it was there is no way we would put out pepper plants in our garden right now, just because the shock from a cold snap would really cause them from performing well during the summer months. Even if it doesn't kill them, the shock would definitely make it to where they wouldn't produce well. But we put some herbs out, some annual herbs, and then these ornamental peppers, which these things are so cute. Have you guys seen these? They're adorable. Look, the peppers grow up. They're so cute. But anyway, so we put these things out here, and all of this is going to have to be covered before 3. And then when you walk over here to some of the area that we're just starting to develop, these beds, we planted this whole section right here with flowers. There's a few fruit trees in there, but we have some customers that it's not really easy for them to, when they pick up their weekly groceries, I'm going to come stand over here at this path, they have to walk down this path right here, and then where you see that red pole way back right there, the pole going up and down right there, they have to walk all the way to that path to get into our commercial kitchen to the left. And so usually one of the things that customers look forward to, and our family looks forward to, is that to walk that path on the right side, right over here, is the garden. And there are so many butterflies, and it's just beautiful with flowers and everything during the season. But our customers that aren't able to make that walk miss out on that. So we planted a lot of different plants in here to attract butterflies, so that when our customers are waiting for us to bring them their groceries, they can sit in their vehicle and enjoy some of the same things that everybody else enjoys. But anyhow, I'm wondering, in our field where we had just planted things, where we planted some sorghum for a cover crop, I'm just wondering a little bit of it starting to sprout up, and I'm wondering what these cold temperatures are going to do to them, because it was actually a little early anyway to plant. They like the warmer weather, but we went ahead and planted because I was panicking about the topsoil that there is here in Missouri blowing away. And so anyway, we'll see what happens with that. I'm holding my breath. You can always tell when cold snaps are coming or a big weather change by the behavior of the animals. So let's see over here, Gertie, we've got Gertie and Maisel. Oh, we've got 3 of them over here, sorry. So we take this corner right here. We have Gertie and we have Maisel and we have Nanette, and they're all sitting in the hay pile chewing their cuds, and they know it's getting ready to get cold, so they're just chilling out right here. Anyway, if you are in Missouri and you have any in your southern Missouri, especially West Plains, and you have anything cold out or any plants out, sorry, then if I were you, would definitely go find some sheets or something to cover those things up with and get those plants covered, because if you don't, then you're going to lose some plants today as the temperatures continue to drop, and it's supposed to be pretty cold for over a 4-hour period of time. So you're going to want to get those things covered up. And oh, one other thing that we're going to be doing is our little piggies. We will be catching them. They're running all over the yard. We'll be catching them and putting them in a snug little spot, so we don't have to worry about any of them getting too cold and getting sick as well with this cold weather. And I did want to tell you that the next video, I'm going to be showing you all how to check your poultry for mites and what to do if you find out that they have mites, and just some normal spring preparation type things that you should do on the homestead to take care of your poultry. Anyhow, so keep an eye out for that, because that should be maybe tomorrow we'll do it. Thank you. If you like our videos, and please follow us. We appreciate you. Come along with us on our homesteading journey. This is Becky at Mini Mosaic Acre.